We are high-speed processors with unlimited potential. We have the ability to break down, retain, and activate the coded language that opens an ancient door that has been hidden and contained within this matrix we call world. We have been given the opportunity to choose the door of life or death, as either are but variables of potentiality, an outcome that is enacted dependent on choice, as choice positions us for perspective, a perspective that grants us the ability to see so that we may clearly define what is and what is not. We would do well to remember that simply being at center is also a choice that gives us perfect perspective and balance of both. This is an advanced concept that will organically unveil as we proceed. The foundation below is based on the perspective of above. Therefore, from this point forward, I choose to focus and render down from the perspective of life's door. From our partial and temporal dwelling and or state of being, we will at some point meet and encounter the establishment of our higher estate. As this variable of outcome has already been predetermined as a potential from beginning and from end, we are simply between the pieces, the Aleph and the Tav. If the eye of the beholder can grasp the true definition and narrative for life, then by choosing life, the sojourner partners with the full potential of the lower estate's purpose for why we are here. Written within this code of life is the knowing of Source's pattern for the how to establish and build a vessel of love. Meta is taking the one beyond the limited construct of material. So sonship is the vessel that carries the daughter to the intended destination of woman, as this one now contains the ability to nurture the expanse of the family. This is a woman of revelation, putting under what was once over. Through the summation of our choices, a test to see the who, that will build the ark while we are in dry dock. As every choice is a means for opportunity, a metaphoric nail that connects to the greater narrative of potential's intention. To be called son means one has chosen wisely, as a son is one who has been on the path to becoming a metaphoric stone, solidified in the foundation of becoming, a path that has been laid out by the sons of the past, and in returning is where we find the sure-footedness to place our foot. A son is a total progressional acquisition of maturity that has allowed one to walk in a direction. Steps that incrementally establish and propel the building process while in the flesh, only to reveal the finer work and purpose of becoming the daughter, Bet Tav, of intention. This is the template and or pattern, a type and shadow that has been formed and filled to completion. The progression from empty and void to where one is called complete and whole. And this is the intention of becoming a sovereign woman. This is the destination where we exchange names and garments, for upon intimacy's encounter, we are born anew and are called family. This name can only be obtained through the purpose template and conditions of Mother's design. Her blood covenant is the foundational piece that teaches us to turn in hope that we might rightfully see and do, entering into the opportunity of our full potential from our past and or present partial state of mind and heart. Mother is the proverbial crossroad that presents itself as choice, a choice that is freely given to all. To choose correctly, we must see correctly, as this sets us up to succeed. Freely given is sometimes improperly defined and cloaked as an unconditional gift that requires nothing in return of its receiving. This is a dangerous way to start any journey, for who wants the full cost of an added weight revealed after They have expelled and exhausted all their energy in swimming to the middle of a body of water. In its true meaning, it is stating you, as a sovereign, must freely choose, as the decision to enter through the gate potentially might cost you much, as the journey is solely dependent and based on the current spirit condition of heart and mind. The gift of Mother's burden and wrestle is only light if embraced in the frequency of love's light, as everything she does is purposed for our benefit regardless. This unconditional love has conditions of agreement that are based on our unseen full potential of who we and you truly are, and how we and you are to sojourn in becoming. This teacher of lights is of a family of truth that carries a weight of responsibility that as a collective we are held accountable for. Compressing this light can at times turn us in a direction that at present we are not willing nor wanting to see, as her true measure and weight can only be revealed through humility's piercing. This causes the teachings of Mother to sometimes be viewed as an adversarial foe. If this thought takes hold in the journey, it will be arduous and therefore burdensome. Mother is a master with extreme focus of outcome, of your and our potential. Yes, she is gracious, and yes, she is patient, full of love and kindness, but if necessary, she will become this adversarial component in hope of turning the perspective to that of a higher one. The realization that we might not truly know ourselves can be undoing, causing the knees to tremble and the head to wobble. Nevertheless, this response of feeling naked and bare reveals the transparency of a willing heart. This is a spiritual language that speaks with the sovereign voice of reverence, the humility to approach that which we do not know. It will take a bowed head to continue in the progressional journey of a narrow path. If we are one with Father, Source, then we are Father, Source as one. If you've seen me, you've seen the Father, Source. So in reality, if you have seen them, then you have seen the Father. Jesus, Isa, Yahshua stated it. It is our job to become it. Greater things we shall do. These are the ones who have maintained, obtained, and retained the love of truth and all that is good. They have lived the set-apart life by having head, heart, and feet on the true loop of life. They whirl and dance as the family of the Brotherhood of Light, the Alephim, the thousandfold. They are ordered and disciplined, formed in the likeness of, and upon completion, have found the higher form of self. Truly, a container is not full until it is fully contained. So until you are sealed, you are partial. To match and equal what is contained is to mirror the frequency of Source, as we are to become a witness and a testimony as the living arcs of Father's covenant below. By the building of the pattern, arc tabernacle, of design above, we become a balanced estate below. These are those who have selected, fed, and rendered clear through the journey of becoming, through the Mother's humble 22 base pairs of becoming, that reveal the Father's elevated 22, that establish a meek estate temple of being. This blueprinted pattern of intention and design is found in the sequential DNA dance of the Hebrew alphabet. There must be a willingness to be taught the teachings of Mother while in our lowly estate, as the Lamed Aleph, and in turn restores us to right perspective of clearly seeing the righteous estate of the Aleph Lamed. Source, Grand Flower, dwells between the fullness of unity, the twin hemispheres, macro and micro, being fully present, fully past, and fully future, fully completed as one. This is where innocence and maturity stand in perfect balance between the pattern and the construct, neither in nor out, as they are simply being. These are the nines of Psalm 99 that have prevailed as one. 10. The tithe, by journeying the way of the 44 to the thousandfold measure, the anointed of revelation. As one, these sovereign heads, completed mothers, are faced, fathers, in the direction of Source as the intended outcome, as they now know the beginning from the end. The completed 99 silver sovereign journey of Aleph through the Tav. They are now one, golden, with the family of Source Creator. From conception, Aleph, the intention of being, through influence of becoming, to completion, which is the sealing of the Tav. By the process of betrothal, Bet, the bride paradigm which is becoming through mutual consent by covenant, they have firmly established the modeling of this pattern, width and depth, height and breadth, as this is the measure of the living ark. By literally following, building and living as the Bet Tavs through the direction of the Aleph Bet, a father of the house becoming Tav, marked as a sign of the covenant in the earth, to becoming of the completed family, as this is the true definition of a human being.